Hey everybody, it's Mr. Brew from Infinity the Math Institute, and we're talking about a couple of things that need to be mastered before your student goes off into high school. Most notably slope, equation of a line, and rules of exponents. The first lesson is going to be given by one of our terrific students, Mahali Abate, a 7th grader from Cornerstone Christian Academy.
So we're going to be talking about slope, which is really important for middle school. So the definition of slope is rate of change. Slope is also known as M in equations, which is rise over run, or delta y over delta x. Delta means change in, so that would also be change in y over change in x. And when you're changing something, you subtract, so it would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Perfect, Mahali, very good. Now, expanding on slope, we have equations of a line. A linear relationship is something with a constant rate of change. To discuss the 3 different equations of a line, we have April Rogers, a 7th grader from Fertitta Middle School.
Hi. So the most common one that you'll see is slope-intercept, which is written as y equals mx plus b. So when you have that as slope-intercept, y and x are always the variables. So, and then m and b, n is slope and b is y-intercept. So going off from that, then you'll get point slope. So you use this different equation when you're only giving a point and a slope. So it's written as y minus y, which is y1, equals m times x minus x1. So as the same thing goes, y and x are your variables and m is your slope. But ym and yx are your given points. Then you get into the easiest, or not easiest, but more neatly written and more wanted, which is standard form. So it's ax plus by equals c. So a, b, and c are your integers, and then x and y are still your variables.
Great job, April. Now, to introduce us to exponents, we have Gianna. Gianna's a 9th grader at Bishop Gorman High School, and she's going to get us started. Welcome, Gianna.
The first form is x to the a times x to the b, which equals x to the a plus b. The next form is x to the a over x to the b, which equals x to the a minus b. The next one will be x to the a to the b, which equals x to the ab. X to the negative 1 equals 1 over x. X to the 0 equals 1. X to the 1/2 equals the square root of x.
Awesome. Very good, Gianna. Thank you very much. These exponent rules can be taken to another level, too. And what we have now is Miles, who's a 7th grader at Kenny Gwynn Middle School, to show us how much deeper we can go with these exponents and the rules that Gianna shared.
The 2 exponent rules that Gianna shared, x to the 1/2 equals the square root of x, and x to the negative 1 equals 1 over x. Those 2 rules can be expanded on like so. If we were to say that it's x to the a over b, then that would equal the b root of x, which for this one it was the square root of x because the denominator was 2. The numerator turns into the exponent, the denominator turns into the root, which is what you multiply this by. And thus, what we have here is the b root of x to the a, and expanding on the other one, we have a over b to the negative n. You can replace n with any number, but it's just a variable to show how it works. And in turn, we multiply that, and you get a to the negative n over b to the negative n. But you can't have negative exponents, so you have to switch it around to avoid that. In turn, you get b to the n over a to the n.
All right, so I know these guys are going to be A-okay with their exponents, their slope, and their linear equations. If you ever have any questions, you can always refer to this video and these great kids for help. Don't get more math problems, get solutions.